There we go. Hello, my friends. How are you doing? I was a last second announcement. Sorry for the late announcement of the live stream. How are you doing? How's your weekend? I hope you enjoy your summer. My mouse. Oh, okay. 1 second. There we go. Click on this. Okay, my mouse is working again. Very nice. I hope you're having a good time. There we go. So today we're going to check out some Invoke AI. We're going to look at that, play around with that a little bit. You can also submit your own works. We can have a look at that. Yeah, just playing around with AI and all the cool things it can do. Is my sound on? Yeah, my sound is on, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, so all right. That's the program for today. That's the idea for today. Oh, by the way, let me find my glasses so I can actually read the stream. Hey, there we go. All right. Where's the chat box? There we go. Oh, and I should probably close this window here 1 second. There we go. Okay. Confuse AI flat. No, I was looking. I was thinking about Invoke AI. Look a little bit about that. Talk a little bit about their release, where this is going, stuff like that, right? So hi Avalon, hi Asaela, hi Nick Corey, hi Good Vibe, hi Anil, hi Christopher, hi Cho, hi DJ Dark, how are you doing? Nice to see you, nice to see everybody. I love your channel. Thank you very much, Joe. That's very nice to know. That's very good to know. And I want to bring some really cool stuff soon, some cooperations with other people. So let's see how well that works out and how soon that works out also. That needs some preparation also. Wait, let me clean my glasses real quick here. I need new glasses. There we go. And happily, I need these cheap supermarket glasses. I don't need prescription glasses. That's a good thing. Like, I think the positive type is the cheap stuff, and then the negative type, you have to go to the optician and have actually glasses. But yeah, with these, what I have, which is very slight, yeah, anyways. Hi Chip, hi Divyanju, hi Dimsons, hi Quilink, hi Pedro, how you doing? Hi Axel, hi Spee, hi Surprise, how you doing? That's a nice name. Stream, are you full English mode or can I Deutsch? You can write in German, but I will answer in English. Let's say it like that. But it would be better if you also write in English if you can, because then everybody can read your question and also maybe answer instead of me, right? I installed was suit notes from Confuse AI and tried to get a blip interrogator to work, but it seems buggy. You have to ask in their Discord about that, like technical errors. I don't know. Thank you very much, Surprise. That's nice. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Weather is super hot here. Very, very hot. Yeah, so, and I have this like a fan to blow some air, but I don't know if this is good for your health. Maybe you get back problems over time. So, because if you have an air condition, the whole room is cool. But with this, like, you get cool air blown at just a part of you while the rest is sweating, and so it's like this imbalance of cool on your body. So SDXL next week, I don't know. I get no more information than you get about all these kind of projects. So I get it as fast as you get, basically. They don't give me any prior warning or information or anything like that. Very near to my monitor. Yeah, I only need glasses sometimes, which is my own fault, mainly because I sit inside all day and look at a monitor, and then my eyes get sticky, let's say like that, and the stickiness makes that I can't see so well. But at times when they are not so sticky, I can see really good. So it's not the eyes, it's more like the eye fluid that has a problem. Long time. Hey, cool. Hi, Jim. How you doing? Long time viewer. Finally caught your live stream. Want to thank you. Hey, that's nice. Thank you very much. Did you look into Animate Diff? Not yet. I haven't looked at that yet. I guess I will buy some units for Google Colab and use it there. I didn't try to install it. Yeah, I have not looked at that yet. Will you ever do a MOF to MOF tutorial? I don't even know what MOF to MOF is, to be honest. In recent times, I was a little bit more obsessed with all the kinds of settings and getting good results with AI rather than checking out all the different kinds of tools. Is it different than the forum? Let me switch my screen 1 second. Is it the same as the forum or is it different? 1 second. There we have this. There we go. It looks not so stable from what I can see here, so I'm not quite sure if this is better or not. Or maybe it's easier or something. It's stable diffusion, so it's basically the forum, right? It can't use anything else, right? There we go. Could you please send a link to the original video? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Okay, I have to check that out. Whoa, there's the screen end. Okay, so the screen is ending here, so that's good to know. It's movie to movie. But how is movie to movie different from the forum with video input? Doesn't it do the same thing? So many checkpoints uploaded to Civic AI. How do you pick which one to go with? You try them, you go with the best ones. I will do a video talking about the models I use the most and why I use them. Let me switch over again to the big view. I need to connect my Stream Deck again. It's just lying around and collecting dust. All right, let me start Invoke here so we can do some stuff there. Invoke. Oh yeah, one thing I want to show you. If Invoke didn't like download all the models for you, because I had that problem too, if it starts up, it gives you all these choices here. The 5th choice is download and install model. So if you go to that, you press number 5, enter, you can download them again. You can also manually download them if you want to. So there's not really any necessity to do it through their interface here. They just wanted to give you some extra easy way to do it, right? Okay, let's press 1 here. Technically, I also get the Triton error. I haven't fixed it yet, but it doesn't seem to have any bad impact on that. Control C. Oh, it didn't. Okay, good. Now there we have it. There we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. Should we do something right away, or let's talk a little bit more? Right. I think that's a good warm up to just look at the chat and talk a little bit. Have you seen Runway Gen 2 update? It's insane. No, I haven't seen that either. Wow. I do too much Invoke. Not Invoke, sorry. I do too much Automatic 1111 recently, I guess. Okay, MOF to MOF. But is it good? Because Runway 2, I was not impressed. I was like, nah. I mean, it's one of the best options out there, but at the same time, it can't really do anything cool, I guess, you know? So it's kind of like, it's nice, but not nice enough to do anything with it. It's more like you can experiment with it, but not go far. The update is amazing. I have to look at that. Okay. Also have to write them. I tried Lyral. Lyral is pretty good, and I must say it's very impressive. You recommend if you want to do a mixed style. Works with realism, art, anime, and a lot of more. That is good. Like, there's several models out there that can do a lot of different styles at the same time. Also, Dream Shaper can do realism and anime and other things. So you have to figure out if you want to have a model that is focused on something, or if you want to have a model that can do it all. Of course, the benefit of a model that can do it all is that you don't have to switch the models as often. But of course, the downside is it might not be as good at doing the one thing you want it to do. But if you don't care too much about that, it doesn't matter. Hey, Kandu, thank you very much for becoming a member on my YouTube channel. I'm not sure if you're right here at the live chat, but That's very nice for the support. Thank you very much. You also want to test, like, what can you do with the model, right? Like, how does it respond to the prompts? What kind of poses can you get from the model? What kind of, I don't know, details, or is it good with upscaling? Is it good with close-ups, with full body images, with whatever you want to create, right? If you want to create a car or a landscape or something, does it do that good, or is another model better? There is like small differences sometimes, or big differences sometimes between the individual models. Also, how does it react to LoRa's? Does it work well with LoRa's or not well with LoRa's? Does it work good with negative embeddings or not so good? There's a lot of different things you can test, right? A contest? Yeah, we can do that. Yes, we can do that. I will post a link. Let me create that link real quick so we can look at your images. And by the way, there's another thing I want to not really announce, but I want to give you a heads up on that. So because I had such good experience with the one-on-one sessions that I do with people, so you can basically book me and I give you consulting about AI. It's mostly companies, also because of the price of how much it costs, but it's sometimes also private people, and they're very happy about that. Now I can take off the glasses. Everybody was super happy with my creativity, with my advice, with my insights, stuff like that. So I thought I might do a live workshop. I also want to do a pre-recorded online course for different topics, so several courses. But I also want to do a live workshop, which should be limited to a couple of people. But I have to talk with people who have already done live workshops, because the thing is, there's two different concepts you could do it. Either you have a live workshop with a lot of people in it, but then you can't really respond too much to individual questions because you have so many people. But of course, you can answer questions. You can answer the most asked questions, right? Or you have less people, which makes the course more expensive, but then you can go into the questions of individual people more because there's less people there, right? So it's also like this kind of balance between how much does it cost and how much individuality can you put into the course, right? Because of course, like if you have 100 people, difficult to go into individual problems. If you have 20 people, it's easier to go into individual problems, but it has to be a higher price to be worthwhile on my side also, right? So yeah, but I want to test that out, at least do it once and see how good that works. Like I said, people so far have been super happy. And I thought what I want to do with this workshop is to show people my workflow on from the idea to the finished AI image, on how do you test prompts? How do you select the model? What kind of embeddings do you use? What kind of LoRa's do you use? What kind of different methods I use with the upscaling, the A-detailer, the in-painting, all these kind of different things, right? To figure out what is the best process to get to the result you want to have. Control net, all these kind of things that you can do, all kinds of different like methods and tricks that I'm using, what I also showed in the past, right? But the benefit, like the difference here is between watching my videos for free on YouTube and doing a workshop with me is that I show the full process of what I'm doing, right? So it's all together in one workflow rather than individual bits where you don't know where do they actually fit, what kind of problems do they actual like solve at that moment, right? But if you have the complete workflow, you're like, okay, this is how you, so this is at that point and this is how you work from this to that next step and so on. So that might be interesting. Yeah. Okay. That's, yeah. That's the head up. I want to do that rather soon, to try that out just as a test run, and then maybe do it more often, that kind of thing, right? Let me find that folder so we can, nope. So let me know if you think that's a good idea or if you would be interested. There we go. I will copy this real quick and then we can, this is not with, yeah, okay, there we go. Submit your AI artwork, 1 submission per person. Okay, no Content. Okay, there we go. 1 second, 1 second. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Link your AI work. And then we will also do another one here with prompt used, like last time, right? That might be interesting. Prompt used. Okay. 1 second. Good. This should be it. The name, yeah, everything is here. You can't upload anything. You have to like link it somewhere. That should be good enough. Let me find the link. Okay. And then I need to find the chat. 1 second. 1 moment. I'm almost there. Submit your AI work here. All right. There we go. And then I'm going to pin it to the top. A theme for submission? Not really. We could do a theme. Would that be a good idea? I kind of think it limits the thing. Open. Any today open for all kinds of models. Yeah, all kinds. You can do whatever. Like you can submit anything you want. Man, I still have this kind of icon thing here where I cannot click on the newest. Wait, I have to. Let's type like this. Now, nope, nope. There we go. Now I can pin it. This is so annoying. Okay, now it's pinned. All right, there we go. I'm in for it. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so yeah. These are the plans. Okay, so while you submit something, we can look at Invoke AI a little bit in the meantime. 1 second. And you can also, of course, use the chat. The problem I'm having with hyper-focused models is to feel like they tend to be very limited in the scope of types of prompts and compositions they can produce. Yeah, that might be true. Like that's also one thing. Like every every model has certain poses it creates, right? So if you have like, for example, this here, this is a classic pose you get with ref animated or similar model. You can see this is ref animated here. Now let's open this up in a new tab. And now I make the same image, but I do it with realistic vision. If I find it, there we go. No, that's the inpainting. There we go. Okay, let's render this. By the way, I really like this kind of animation it's doing, where it's playing a little video of rendering the image. That's pretty cool. Takes a little bit long here. What does it do? Ah, there we go. It's, I guess I have control net on. Oh, I do have control net on. Oh yeah, okay. This is the interesting thing of Invoke is also that it remembers what it's doing last time. So this is actually not what we want to have here because this is now with Invoke. So it's going to be exactly the same pose as last time, but now rendered with ref animated, which also kind of looks a little bit strange. But you can do that, right? So you get now a realistic, kind of more realistic image, but in the same pose as you would have with Invoke. Now let's turn this off here and do render the same image again without control net. Oh, okay. That's not good. That is because the resolution is too high. Sorry for that. 1 second. There we go. Okay, live. This is the live problem here. There we go. Okay. It's a surprisingly similar pose. Why is it so similar? What's happening here right now? The default is the same seed. Let's make it a random seed here. Okay, that's kind of strange. Looking back at us, the face looks terrible. Wait, I have to turn on random seed, sorry. There we go. Yeah, that's more like it. By the way, one thing I like about Invoke is that you can directly delete the images you don't need over here, right? So you don't have to like clog up your drive with all kinds of images you don't want to. You can just like delete them right away. So this, yeah, I don't know. They made some decisions I'm not 100% happy with, to be honest. But what they say is right now this is coming back in the form of nodes, where then you have this high-res fix again and the face restore and stuff like that again. Because they also say, well, a lot of people don't use this anymore because high-res fix or upscaling works better than high-res fix, which I do agree with. But you can do upscaling with high-res fix, and then you have the same quality of image with the same kind of with just one click, right? So I can just render 10 images and they get upscaled while I'm rendering them. And if you have a fast enough computer, that's not a problem. Or if you use Google Colab or something like that, it's not a problem to do that. But now I have to go over to image and do that. Although if you have a node, you can build that as a node again. So you can do that in one step. Or you can even do different methods. Like you can upscale it in 3 different methods and look see what looks best, right? So using nodes can be very beneficial. I could use inpainting mask and invert it. You could use an inpainting mask. Well, what are we talking about right now? 1 second. Is there standard Stable Diffusion pose? You mean for the Stable Diffusion 1.5 model, if it has a standard pose? I don't actually know. But this is, like you can see, this looks more like a photo, and this looks more like a digital painting, not just from the colors, but also from the pose and the decisions and stuff like that. Because if you if you paint something, you would paint it differently than when you would photograph something, right? So you can see a lot of difference here, right? From the composition, from the colors, from the shadows and the lights, everything is very, very different. So yeah, it has a lot of influence what kind of model you use for what kind of output you get out of that model, right? I used Invoke AI before I knew about automatic. It's different, but I would not say it's better. They have a nice in-painting, out-painting window where you can use rectangles for in-painting, out-painting. The in-painting, out-painting is very nice for them. It's very easy to use. Like we can go here for canvas. Let's make a new canvas here. Which I actually clear canvas. Why doesn't it clear the canvas? Undo. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was still in the process. Let's go here and say Cyberpunk. Does it type anything? Yes, Cyberpunk City. 8K, highly detailed, neon lights, colorful. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay, let's wait. I want to switch over to ref animated again. So let's go like this. Let's have this render 1. You can actually also render multiple images in Invoke AI to do that. 1 second. There we go. It's rendering the image. There we have it. And now what I can do here is I can, with my mouse, scroll in and out. That's very easy. And now I can, for example, move this rectangle over. No, sorry. Oh, I have to accept it first. Sorry, down here I have to accept what I've rendered. Sorry, we can actually make multiple versions. I can show you that. Let's make 4 different versions, render through that real quick. How many steps are we using? 25, that's okay. So you see it's rendering them one after another. Let's go a little bit closer here. Do you only like realistic models? I think there are anime models. I don't do anime too much, and I don't watch anime too much. So for me, it's kind of hard to judge if the result is good or not. And this is why I don't do videos about it, because I don't feel like someone able to talk about anime or to judge the result. So here with these arrows, you can just go backwards and forwards to see what kind of image you like. You see? So that's very easy. And then you say, okay, this is the one I like. You click here on accept. Now you have this window here, that this frame here that you can use. And now I can just go to the side here with a little bit of overlaps like this, and I can just go on with that, right? So now it's taking this part here into consideration. Let's see how well that works. It's also, again, doing 4 images. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Okay, that might not be the best thing because the building there is so big. But let's see what we get from that. I should have taken a little bit more overlap maybe. Yeah, that doesn't look good. You can also deny the things that have been created. Let's see if we get something good from that. No, it's all crap. Okay, clear that. Cancel, yes. Discard. Let's go like this maybe. Let's see what we get from that. Hi, Kandu. How you doing? Thanks for joining. There we go. That might be better. What? I haven't used that in a long time, by the way, so I might be doing something wrong here. This is using Allura, add detail Allura. We don't actually need that right now, so we can actually delete that. So what do we... Oh, it's still going. One moment. Yeah, I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, it's still going? Okay. That might be good here. No. Discard. Wait, let me start this again. I'm not happy with what I'm getting here. Cinematic street scene of a cyberpunk city. Let's just make one so it's a little bit faster. There we go. That already looks nicer. Let's accept that. And then we go over to the side like this. Let's have a 50% overlap just to test that out. And maybe let's go here and set this to 0.5 for the denoise. Let's see what we get from this. It has a really good in-paint, but you just need to know what you're doing. And right now I haven't used it for quite some time, especially the in-painting. Yeah, that looks good. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. So now we have a nice street scene. It's the same style. It fits the building and such. So let's go on with this. We do another 50% overlap and extend the scene. Now, one thing I'm curious to see is how well does it do when we do it upwards, because that is a little bit of a problem with AI to do it like that. This one I don't like. Let's do it again because it created like a gap here between the buildings. Can you please do a video on running Automatic 1111 on a GPU Linux preferred with fast iteration? What do you mean with fast iteration? What is that, fast iteration? Sorry, it's a little bit late. Can we install Invoke on our local machines or is it on the web? No, it's for local. It's for local install. There we go. Is that good? It's kind of good. It's not bad. We have some soldiers here for some reason. And then the building here is ending. It's kind of nice though. It's kind of a good idea. Okay, let's keep that and go to the other side and extend the image here. Let's see if there we get some kind of blue version. What's the highest resolution of output to what? What is the highest resolution these output to for print? You can always use external upscalers to upscale it, and you can of course upscale it more often if you want to. I don't know if this has a tile upscaler. It might have a tile upscaler in the notes. I don't think it has it here in the UI directly. By the way, can we close the gallery? Pin gallery settings? No. Wait. Is it? Can I remove the gallery? I don't actually know right now. Shift. I'm not quite sure if I can hide the gallery or not. So now we have a woman here. I don't like that either. Let's do one more. But as you can see, it works pretty well. It's just like the question is what you want to have as a result, right? And you can see that it renders the image and then it also renders the overlap of the image. Let's keep that one. That's pretty nice. So yeah, it works pretty well. You have now a very wide scene. So that's pretty cool. But now let's see if I, for example, go up here and maybe we want to stretch this out. Oh, we can't do that. 1 second. Let's have white here and then flip it. No, don't flip it. And let's see if we go like this. No, this is still. Okay, let's make this free. And maybe have it like this. 1280 by 512. Let's see if that works. I don't know. What about sort of a checkpoint contest with checkpoints from the community? I would have to ask my community what kind of checkpoints they are making, and then I could do that. That might be a good idea. Like the last thing with the skin, that is one thing that that is a Laura from the community. So that was a community project. Oh, not too bad. Kind of like it. It's not as good as the individual ones because the resolution is so high, but it's kind of nice. It has actually extended upwards, so that's pretty cool. We could try another one. Let's try another one. And then, by the way, Invoke AI is also going to be an online service. I think I can say that because that's kind of a public concept that they want to have it as an online thing, as a website. Yeah. I don't think that's a secret. And the good thing is with the nodes, by the way, that's kind of cool. And let's accept this here. And then I'm going to go back to square. And I'm going to size this down. You can, by the way, you can see when I change this, this is also changing the resolution. But down here, you also have an infill scaling where you can have it like a higher resolution for the infill, right? So that if you select this area and it's a very small area, you can still render it with a higher resolution. So now I could technically go here and let's see if this is working well or not. Let's set this maybe to 0.35 because I want to have this as nicer detail. Wow, that was pretty fast. I guess it didn't do the infill thing. Automatic, manual. You can also set this to manual. So let's have it. Let's do this again, maybe. I mean, it did improve the quality somewhat. Let's set both of them to 768 by 768 and see what we get from that. Invoke. Is that better? Oh yeah, it did improve the details somewhat. Now we have a guy standing up here. And you can do this as often as you want, of course. So there's no problem. You can also mask areas, by the way. It's not like you're not limited to just doing these rectangles. You can also mask things if you want to. This is not so good. This might be better. I don't like that thing here, but I guess... Yeah, you can improve stuff here, so that's pretty nice. I think I'm being too picky right now. Let's keep this. Let's say okay, that's good. There we go. So now, as you can see, we have gone from just this part here in the center to a big scene. Let's open. Can we open this up? This is another thing I don't know right now. How do I open this up, or even like, ah, yeah, here I can upload it. No, that's not the right one. How do I save this? I actually don't know right now how to save this. Upload, clear canvas, canvas settings. Ah, download. I can save it as an image on my drive. How do I save this though in here? Is it somewhere here? My board? Okay, we do have it here though. So I can open this here. So now we have this as a scene. Oh god, I'm dripping sweat. I have to put on the fan. 1 second. This is what we have now. You see? So we went from this center part here, this just element here in the middle, with the street to the whole street scene. So that's pretty cool. I would say that's pretty nice. Oh, let's turn on the fan before I'm dropping out of existence here. Save button. There's a save button. Where is that save button? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, save to gallery. Aha. Thank you very much for that. So now it is here. Okay, that's all. That's awesome. That's perfect. Thank you very much. That's good. Left of undo. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. Yeah. Floppy disk icon. Thank you, thank you. Okay, good. So good that you know. All right. And there's also the notes. And now the idea was to create these notes with ChatGPT, and we tried that, but it didn't 100% work because the code wasn't correct, because I wanted to write my own note. But you can technically do that, right? I might even still have the code. Let me look at that real quick if I find the code. Yeah, that's it. That's it. 1 second. You see here? So this is the this is the input here, like just copying over a note from the Invoke AI system. This is like an example then for the AI to use that, and then you can. Sorry. Okay. And then you can say to the AI, okay, what do you want to have? And I wanted to have something that rotates images by 90 degrees. So in here you see it has 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree, and it writes the code for you. And then you can copy it over. However, that code isn't correct, which personally I can't code, so I can't tell you what is not correct about that. But people in the community can help you with that to fix that code to get it actually running. And I think when you know a little bit more about that, how to do that, it's probably going to be rather easy to do that, and to write your own things. Maybe they also come up with something that's visual coding, where you don't need to write code. You can just connect different functions to create new things. That might also be a good thing, a good idea to have that. But yeah, it looks a lot like ComfUI does, and this is going to be the base of all of Invoke, right? So even these images, when you look here, these normal images like this one, you can go here to the info, and then you see here graph, and graph is the nodes. So this actually has a node base also, even though it was created with text to image. So you could technically copy that over or save it as a JSON file, and then this should be able to be loaded as a node, technically. We can actually try that. Let's try this real quick. Let's go here, make a new text file. Let's see if this works. I have never tried that, to be honest. Test, and then we go here, and let's put in the code. Oh, let's wait. Let's call it JSON first. JSON. Yes. Okay, add it with Notepad, put in the code, save it, close it, go over here, and then upload a node, test JSON. Well, that didn't work. All right. What just happened? It's gone. What do we have here? Okay, so I guess this isn't the way to do it. It kind of went away completely. No, I can't. It doesn't do anything anymore. So that, yeah, that's apparently not how you do that. So I was wrong about that. But there is, supposedly there are nodes in there that you can use for then creating the things. Shows the lady in the bikini. Yeah, I can. 1 second. The lady in the bikini is a thing that I'm also working on. It's also a skin Laura, by the way, which I'm not stealing the idea from my community. I have told you multiple times in my stream. Oh shit, because this is loading the last thing you have done. How do I reset it now? Okay, I guess we're done for today with Invoke. I kind of killed Invoke. 1 second. Maybe we can do it here. Explore Invoke nodes using command line preference. Run textual inversion. How do you know how I start Invoke without the last thing that I did? Update. Developer console. Rerun the configuration script to fix a broken install, complete a major upgrade. Should we do that? Change Invoke startup options. Ah, maybe that. Press continue. Too narrow interface? 1 second. Xformers enable, blah, blah, blah. Done. Press any key. 1. Error caught, no more. Oh, okay, that's the same thing. All right, I kind of killed it. Clear browser cache. Oh, I don't want to do that right now. Can I clear the browser cache for just one? Oh, wait a second. Alt F5. Isn't that the one where you reload it without the... No. Nah, I don't know. Safe bug in video games. So yeah, okay, we are basically done with this. I don't know how. I don't know what to do about that, right? Let's look at the bikini lady. Sorry for that. So what this is about is, let's start here. Wait, where do we start? Realistic. Oh yeah. So here we have a realistic vision. Like this is LoRa for old skin. 1 second, so you can actually see what I'm seeing. There we go. Okay, this is a LoRa for old skin. So this is automatic 11. Sorry, this is realistic vision. And by the way, the LoRa was trained on photon, so it's not going to have such a big effect on realistic vision. But this is with the LoRa on, right? So there's a little bit of a difference here. You can see here realistic vision, and then with the LoRa. It looks a little bit more realistic, maybe. It looks a little bit more like actual skin, like an actual person, because AI tends to optimize things, but the difference is very, very subtle. Now here we have the same thing with Reliberate, and here, well, the difference is even smaller, because this is like a first test here, right? But here we have it with, yes, this is with photon. So here you have the face with photon. This is the just photon face, and here we have it with my LoRa on it, and I would say that looks a lot more like an actual photo, minus the eyes, because you can't use face restore or anything like that in that process. But the hair and everything, it looks a little bit more like an actual person than with this one, because this is just like it looks too good, right? AI tends to optimize things and idealize things. And this is more like, okay, this is how you actually age. It looks a little bit, you know, less perfect from the face, right? And then with the bikini ones, let's see. This is just photon. And you can see how... Oh, no, this is photon with the LoRa. 1 second. I'm saying the wrong thing here. Yeah, this is just photon without the LoRa. And you can see how perfect the body is when you look at these parts here. Everything looks like just way too perfect. And then this is with the LoRa. And you can see now that there is, for example, a different way that the light is reflected from the skin. The skin looks older. It looks a little bit softer. It looks a little bit more, how would you say, like just stretchy, you know, a little bit more like, you know. So yeah, but more realistic. Also with all these kind of like little folds and wrinkles that build up over life. The navel looks different, stuff like that. So that could be an interesting LoRa, but I have to test it more. I have to train it more. And this is the same one, but this is trained with SD 1.5 instead of Photon as the model for training. The result is not bad, but it is again too perfect. It's not photographic enough, right? So that might be interesting. Needs a face fix. Invoke needs a... Yeah, but you can do it with image to image, right? You just like if you use image to image for upscaling, then you have the same kind of effect. All right. If someone knows how I can start Invoke without having Or can I change something in here maybe? So it doesn't load the last thing that I have set in here. Is there anything in here? Start browser based. Choice 2, 3, 4. Prompt command, pause, go start, and local pause ending. Does it have anything in here where it just like resets the last used commands and such? What is the seed and prompt? For what? For these test images? I don't know right now because it did it in automatic 11.11, so I don't know. More natural. What did I say? What did I say instead of natural? I don't know. Almost looks airbrushed. The just AI one, yeah, because it's kind of optimized, right? Does anyone know how I can echo off? What is echo? Maybe that if we set that to on. Wait a second. Start invoke without the last settings. Does anybody know how to do that so we can restart that? Wait, let me switch to the big view real quick so I can ask on Discord. 1 second. Is he online? Oh yeah, he's online. Okay. Okay, while we wait for the answer, let me close this down maybe. We could look at your results that you have sent over. Sorry for that. Oh, we have 27 people sending this in. Wow, let's create a spreadsheet here. 1 second. Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff here. Whoa. Holy mama. 1 second, 1 moment. There we go. Warp. Okay, cool. Did I already get an answer here? You need to clear your local storage. You probably loaded bad JSON. Oh no. Local storage. So I have to delete the local storage, I guess. Will just be for invoke. Okay. Connection closed. 1 second. Let me try this real quick. Okay, let's restart this real quick. 1 second. Give me a moment. Live, baby, it's live. How do I delete the data for just one tab? Or is it like inside of the folder somewhere? I don't know. How to import configs, database, models, outputs. I have no idea what's going on here. Okay. Answer is coming. 1 second. In the meantime, I'm going to look at... We can actually look at the chat in the meantime. Whoa. Images jumping around like crazy. Okay, there we go. Press Alt, hover mouse over history, and clear recent history. Select last hour. Mouse over the history. Where's the history? Alt and hover mouse over the history. Just joined. Oh, wait a second. This is a good idea. Settings. Okay. Cache or cache. All time. Last hour. Browsing history. Cookies. Blah, blah, blah. If this resets my Google in login. I hope not. Let's see. Oh, I should have closed the thing before that, maybe. Okay, let's see. Let's start this up again. 1. Yeah, well, that's technology for you. Imagine we are in a society. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay, okay. All right, so we are good. We are golden. We can go back here. There we go. Okay, cool. So we are back. Yeah. So this is the trick. Just like clear the cache, whatever, and you're back inside of the software. Let's click on the nodes. Okay, it's working. But now we don't have the nodes anymore, so we would have to build something new. I don't know if you want to do that. We could try that out or not try it out. You tell me if that's interesting for you or not. We can also look here at what you have sent over. Try a private window. Also a good idea. Private window. Why can't I generate professional images like we made digital artists use normal digital methods using keywords? What? Why can't I generate professional images like we made digital artists using I don't know what that means. If you ask why is your AI art not looking as good as other people's AI art, the trick here is to go to Civet AI. Civet AI. Please don't pop up with some crazy nude stuff here. Okay, there we go. There we go. So what you want to do is you click on the model you want to use, and then you click on the image you see here, and then you look on the right side. And there, where my big head is right now, you have the information you need. 1 second. How can I get rid of my big head? There we go. I can actually, wait a second. I'm going to turn my camera off for a second. Boom. So here you have the prompt that is going to be used. You have the negative prompt. You can see by the name that these are negative embeddings. You can Google them. You have the sampler, the model, the CFG scale, the steps, the seed, and the clip skip is 2. And then you enter all of that, and you might get something similar, or you might not get something similar. There's also a LoRa used here. It's called More Details. Is there something else in here? I don't think so. This might be a add detailer LoRa, so we can actually replace that. So we could actually copy this over and try this in Invoke real quick. Let's go here. We have a different model though. What model is this? Dream Shaper. I do have Dream Shaper though. Let's go to Dream Shaper. You can actually type in here, by the way. Dream baby dream. There we go. And then we have this. This is the seed. 1 second. Seed. Where's the seed? There's the seed. No, my mouse is acting up. There we go. Next one. CFG scale. Steps is 28. CFG scale 7. STE. Okay. So we go with this one. I think it's this one, right? It's Karas or not Karas? Yes. DPM++ STE Karas. Oh, it's a different one. It's this one. 28 steps, I think. 28 steps. And then CFG scale 7, I think it was. Okay. And then we go down here for the LoRa, and we select the Add Detailer LoRa 7.5. Let's leave it like that. We set it to portrait, and then we see what we get. It might not look as the same, but it might look the same. We don't have 1 second. Bad Dream, and what was it? Bad Dream and Fast Negative. I don't have Fast Negative. We can use Easy Negative. Maybe that's the same thing. It's probably going to look a little bit different, but maybe let's see what we get. Who knows? But it's a good start, you know? It's a good start to learn about the things you want to do, to just figure out how do other people do it, who have control over that. 1 second, by the way, down here, we also want to set... no, I don't have the advanced settings on. 1 second. Settings, advanced settings. Where is it? There, advanced options. Okay, cool. So you can see already pretty good. Very nice image. It's not even upscaled yet. Now we go here to advanced, set clip skip to 2, which is nice that they have that right here. And then we do this again. 1 second. And there we have the animation. You can also turn the animation off, by the way. Ooh, okay, I thought it's gonna be nude. Yeah, that's a pretty cool image. I kind of like this one more, but this one is maybe better. Kind of like both, to be honest. Right. And then inside of Invoke, because they don't have this high-res fix thing, you would have to send this to image to image. Now, one thing I got to admit here is one thing that is a bit annoying is when I slide this up here to give me the higher resolution, which right now is kind of strange. There we go. Let's invoke this. Okay, let's look at this. I'm going to render this real quick in a higher resolution. Oh, I might have, yeah, the denoise strength is 7.5, so this is going to be very, very different. So let's set this lower. It's also going to use a lot of steps for that. So that's not exactly what we need here. Let's do this again. So this should use less steps now, technically. There we go. So now we have an upscaled version. You can see that the details and such are a little bit nicer. We can open it up here, can zoom into that. You see that we get a nice image out of that. Now the thing is, the size settings, when I go back to text to image, are the same. And that is something like that I need to give this as a feedback to the developers. They cannot be the same, because then I have to always remember, always reset. You might be able to set this, turn this off here. I'm not quite sure actually, because you can turn it off in automatic 11.11. So that would be some improvement. But yeah, anyways, you can do that. You can see you can get some nice versions here, and then you can also set it now to random prompt to get different images. Let's create 4 different images of that. Yeah, and just get different versions, hopefully without nudity. And yeah, you can then go on here to experiment with the prompt to see, does it? Where do you put that into to have everything applied to it? How would they know what kind of UI you use in that moment, right? How do you use Roop on Invoke AI? They don't have it. They don't have a lot of extensions for Invoke AI. It is well, it is right now in a moment of transition between being the classic Invoke as it was and then having the nodes. And in the nodes you can build everything you want, and the community can build their own nodes. So there you can have all kinds of different things, but you don't have Roop right now in Invoke. Right, so that's a little bit of a downside, but then soon enough they're gonna build these. They're gonna bring their nodes officially, and then you can basically do everything you want, like in Conf UI, and also with community nodes and so on. And then it has a lot more ability to do things, so it can really open up, and really the community can really do some interesting, crazy things in the background with it. Yeah, so you can see, and now for example this one I like more. So you can upscale this, you can experiment with this, you can use this for image to image to see what you can get from that. So for example, if I send this to image now, image to image, there. I could, for example, still do changes here. Like for example, I set this to 0.5, and now I say I want to have, let's say Asian, for example here, Asian cyborg, invoke. And now this should turn into an Asian woman. Maybe. Let's see. What's happening right now? Oh, it's creating 4 versions because it's copying. It's copying over the settings. I really have to give this as feedback. But yeah, you can see now I have here, this is now an Asian lady. Also the background changed a little bit. So you can do some cool stuff. right? Yeah, so let's set this to 1. Highly detailed, intricate, highly detailed. Let's say, for example, here, apocalyptic city in the background. Let's see what this does. Now I just only generate 1 image. It's the same resolution. I don't upscale it. I just show you that you can actually do things in image to image and change the image. So you can see now we have a city in the background, right? So yeah, you can do some pretty cool stuff with that, with these kind of experimentations, right? That would, by the way, also be part of the online workshop that I'm doing to show you all these kind of interesting tricks you can do. Let's say fantasy castle with mountains in the background. And with nodes, you could automate that kind of process. So that's also pretty cool. There you go. Now you have like mountains in the background. I don't see the fantasy castle, but of course she's pretty big in the image. So yeah. What kind of control nets? I don't have any control net right now. This is just image to image. It doesn't use any control net, which image to image is extremely powerful. It's just very, very underused. But as you can see, you can do really, really cool stuff with that. I can also model switch. I can just use another model now if you want to. Like I can go here and use, for example, ref animated and get a different style out of that, right? So let's do it like this. Has to load the model, takes a little bit longer, of course. And castle is misspelled? Oh, okay, yeah. Castle, yeah, you're right. Castle. So now, as you see, castle, there we go. Okay, cool. So now, as you see, we have a different style also for the image because I changed the model, but the composition is pretty much the same. Yeah, so there's a lot of tricks you can use to get really cool results in your images. Snow-covered mountains in the background. Let's do it like this. Let's see. Yeah, well, kind of cool. It sticks a little bit too close to this. We could maybe go a little bit higher here. Go 6.5. But then, of course, she's also changing a bit. There we go. Look at that. So now we have the snow-covered mountains in the background. We have still a similar composition. It's a different model. This is why it also looks different from the output. So yeah, you can do some pretty cool stuff. All right. Should we look at your stuff? Should we look at your images you have sent in? Let's see from the preview. Uh-oh, my mouse is gone. No. Oh, you can't see me either. Ah, shit. I'm using a USB switch, so is everything gone? No, the thing is still there. Ah, God. 1 second. Wait a second. Does it work again? Yeah, it works again. Okay, it works again. Good. Let me put on the camera again. Woohoo! Hey, friends, how you doing? Okay, so let's see. Let's see if we get a preview here. No preview? Let's hope this is not something I will regret clicking on. Oh yeah, there we go. Accept all. Wow, look at the detail here. Holy crap. Holy mama. Look at this. Whoa. 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 Okay. That's movie quality. Look at that. Wow. Very nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at these details. Crazy. That is very good. I should maybe download this so I can zoom in and out of that. 1 second. There we go. So now we can look at it a little bit easier. You see? Ooh, pretty nice. I like it. Look at the gun also. Very nice gun design. With this little like orange paint here or such. We have some kind of explosion or fire clouds in the background. That is a very, very nice image. Also, there's some reflection here on the wet ground. Really, really good. Realistic Vision V4. No, I haven't downloaded it yet. Realistic Vision V4. That sounds also like a video I should do. 1 second. Vision V4, there we go. Okay, cool. So this is from JIB. The prompt is a huge 100-foot tall, big, bulky mech painted color stripes standing in a muddy, futuristic battlefield while smoke drifts across the image with a small human, what? Figure at its feet. Battle mech, mech 8K raw photo, highest quality, realistic masterpiece, ultra high resolution, CG 8K wallpaper, physical based rendering, centered full body, Laura mech armor, Laura bokeh mecha. Okay, let me check out these. I want to see how they look. Civet AI. Ah, okay. Pretty cool stuff. Is this? No, this is a different one, right? This is not what he's using. We have to close some windows. 1 second. Let me close this real quick here. Bokeh mecha. That's a different one. Oh no, it is. It might be that one. Bokeh mecha. Oh, this is a review, so we don't need that. Well, yeah, as probably that's going to be that one, and then the other one is going to be mech armor. Mech armor, Civet AI. Mech armor Laura. There we go. Oh, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Pretty cool. So this is also an important thing about the quality, is to choose the right Lauras, right? Another thing for the workshop. There we go. Right? Yeah. So there's a lot of different tricks to get really good results. And a lot of what you get as good results has nothing to do with how good your prompts are, and everything to do with how good your workflow and your technique is around the prompts, because the prompt is like actually the least important part of the image you're getting out of that, from like quality wise, right? Okay, thank you very much, JIB. That was pretty cool. The next one is by AI Art Creator 1. Okay, cool. The name is already promising. Let's see what the image is. Ooh, okay, nice. Very nice. Is it an Asian lady or not? Somewhere in between. Maybe a mix. There we go. Pretty cool. Kind of Asian features, kind of Western features at the same time. Pretty nice. Very nice hair. Kind of unicorn colored. Ooh, nice tattoo also with the flowers here. Flower dress also. Very nice details. Very nice hair. Pretty cool. Right. That is pretty cool. Very nice. Whoa, okay, we have some super high resolution. Ooh, look at that. Cool. There are the eyes. Very nice. Okay, cool. Nice eyes. So yeah, let's have a look at the prompt. Prompt is best quality masterpiece, realistic background, tall building, graffiti, 8K, best quality masterpiece, best quality, ultra high res, watercolor, a beautiful woman, hair ribbons by Agnes Cecile, half body portrait, extremely luminous, bright design, pastel colors, ink, 1.3 autumn lights, Laura at detail 01. Okay, pretty cool. She's half Korean, half Italian. Oh, yeah, that might be also true, right? Might be the case. There we go. It is, you know what? It is so interesting when you are in Asia, and there's a lot of expats who work there from the West, and then you are shopping, you go to a shopping center, and then you see some Asian kids walk by you and they speak perfect German, like flawless, like yourself. And you're like, what is going on right now? Because you don't expect it there. You expect it here, of course, when they grow up here, but not there specifically, right? And yeah, but they just like live there, they're raised there, they have German parents, like mixed parents, of course, and then they just learn German in the household. But because there is so many, like there's basically German communities there, they also go to schools, they have friends who all talk German. So yeah, they also do it in their free time, and it's kind of interesting as an experience because you just don't expect it at that location to meet someone, especially young people. Like older people, you would think, yeah, they have probably worked here in Germany, but young kids, you're like, okay, what's going on here? So that's interesting. And I asked some of the like young students, why do you speak English? Sorry, why do you speak German so good? And they told me, yeah, that's because my parents is like German, which is pretty cool. Rafki is the next one. Let's go on here. Oh, okay. That's an interesting different style. Can we open this up in a tab? Yes, we can. Okay, cool. I like that about Twitter, because with Instagram, it's such a pain to open up these images to make them bigger, right? There we go. That is very nice. I like the kind of like ink print kind of style, a little bit, all right? It feels a little bit like a colorized ink print, maybe. So that is pretty cool. Yeah. Just released Colossus 5. What is Colossus 5? There we go. RPG version 5. 1 second. Colossus 5.8. Colossus project. This one you mean? Oh yeah. What is it for? I have to check that out. Wait, let me copy over some stuff here. And then also the other two. This one, but not with the preview image. This one. And then also this one. I will also put them in the chat right now, so you can check that out yourself if you want to. This is the links I have here, if you want to check them. Oh, did it just like put one link? Did it not work? Oh, it combined everything in one link. 1 second. Now it should work. Yeah, now it's 3 links. Okay, cool. Good, there we go. Sorry, let's go back to the image. I don't even know where it is right now. This is a very, very nice image. Thank you for that. This is Civic AI. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Pretty nice. Different style also. It's very cool. Let's have a look here. Magic spell. I'm gonna wear my glasses again. I can read it, but I just want to see it a little bit better. Blossom Space Kinetic Pointillism Entrancing Macedonian Purple Wizard. Entrancing Macedonian Purple Wizard. What's a Macedonian Wizard? Lush Forest, rough sketch in the style of Starry Night, art by Paul Rader, art by Albert Eckhout. I'm murdering the names right now, sorry. Laura, Shadow Wizard Money Gang. What? Did you do that yourself, or is this actually a Laura? Shadow Wizard Money Gang? What the hell is this? Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Never heard of that. Oh, there's actually a Laura like that. What? Oh, there is this image. Oh, this is what you have created. Wow, there's a very expressive lady here. There we go. Shadow Wizard. He looks like the ghost from how's it called? He-Man, right? The little ghost from He-Man looks like that. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Whatever that is, I don't know. Pretty interesting. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's the print. Let's go on here. Negative. Oh, this is already like the positive prompt. Then we have a long negative prompt here with all kinds of stuff in there. Don't gotta read that. This is from Rafik. Thank you very much for that. And the next one is from Drax. Let's have a look at the Drax style here. Ooh, this looks a lot like ComfyUI. Is that with ComfyUI? Are you still here? Or yes, it's a lore done by me. Oh, there we go. Community lore. Pretty cool. Everyone, if you want to try out, if you want to be part of the Shadow Wizard Money Gang, join the clan right here on this Civic AI page. Check it out. You can do everything from the gangster to the girlfriend of the gangster, if you know what I mean. All right, let's go into the image. Is this ComfyUI? Casting spells. Yeah, that's good. Expressive lady. Yeah, very nice talents. because that looks like what they did with merging the background with the foreground, which is something you can do with nodes. Is that you can do a latent composition where you render the background like a larger resolution. Like, no, you render the background and then you render parts of the foreground in a different latent image, but both of them you keep in latent noise, and afterwards you merge the latent noises and render the rest of the image together. And because of that, you can get nicer details with that and have more control over the output. So yeah, nodes can do some crazy things you cannot do with normal AIs. You have much less control over the things you're doing, right? And with nodes you have so much more control, and you can do some really crazy things. Yeah. So we can actually, should we download that again? Oh, I can't download that. Okay. We can zoom in here because this is Google Drive. It's pretty nice. Look at that. Very nice couple here, sitting looking over the landscape. Lovely details in the landscape. Everything very, very nice. Really, really cool. Very interesting. Like that. We don't have a prompt for that one, but I would like to see if this is done with ComfUI or not. He-Man. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's go. This was for Drax. Let's go for the next one. Is from AI Art Creator 1. Is on Civet AI. Oh, there we go. Okay, keeping it still safe for work. There we go. That skirt has a lot of has a lot of work keeping everything in. Very stretchy, but pretty cool. I like the details. Very nice, very realistic from the style. The face, though, is a little bit uncanny valley, I would say. Or what do you think? Like, it's like everything is very nice, but the face, for some reason, looks a little bit like more like a puppet. Or maybe I'm getting that wrong. Let me know. But it's a very nice image with the very nice details. We have here also the prompt. What kind of model is this? Before I look at the prompt, 1 second. Oh, this is it's not linked to the let's go back here. It's not linked to the model. We probably see it down here. No, we don't see it down here. No? Huh? It's using a model mix. It's using a model mix of 3 different models in here. Interesting. Okay, cool. Can Invoke AI do a delayed keyword prompt? What is that? I don't even know what that is, a delayed keyword prompt. Oh, I know what you mean. Where you set the steps, right? In the prompt, you set the steps. I actually don't know. I have to ask them if they can do that or not. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like in the prompt, you can actually set up that you say you want to have this part of the prompt, this word in the prompt, you want to render this, let's say, only the first 20% or only the last 20% of the image. And you can like mix it like that. So that can be interesting. But I actually don't know if that is possible in Invoke AI. The face is stylized, semi-real anime. Okay, that's the reason. I see. Okay, cool. Let's have a look here at the prompt real quick. So it says, woman walking in office hall, a white wall, okay. A gray table, plans, blur, background, focus, masterpiece, best quality, integrate details, hyper-realistic, absurd dress, MILF, okay. Major woman, perspective, highly detailed, illustrated, one girl, big breast, firm, seductive eyes, looking at the viewer from back. Okay, the rest I'm not gonna read. At detailer. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, good. Pretty cool. Very nice. Thank you very much for that. Let's see what the next one is. Jinsei. What is Jinsei doing? Aha. Okay, cool. That is more anime style. Now, you see, I couldn't say if this is good or bad for an anime image. I don't know. By the way, I have to say it has a lot of details in there. So I think you overdid maybe the A detailer a little bit. Not the A detailer, the at detailer a little bit, the LoRa. Because in the closing and everything looks very, like, intense. Like you would have, like, a wrinkly plastic foil over everything. That is kind of, you know what I mean? It's maybe a little bit too big, too much, I would say. So, award-winning anime at detail LoRa 1. So I would suggest maybe set this to 0.5, for example, or 0.3, and see what you get from that. And then you could use it again by upscaling and set it to a high value, but then to a lower denoise, right? Like for example, with the denoise of 0.2, but at detail at 1. So it adds details to the parts that are already rendered like that. So it makes it a little bit more detailed. But at the same time doesn't change it too much because of the low denoise. That is something you could do. You could also try that with SD upscale in Automatic 1111 for the tiled upscale, because then you get a much higher quality, and the details are rendered as smaller details because of you having these individual tiles, right? Hi, Mickey, how are you doing? Thanks. Thanks for joining. Face is stylized. Ah, okay, I've already, that's from before. All right, pretty cool. So this is the image here. Very nice. Cool landscape in the background also. Very nice style and so on. It's very cool. Very nice. Okay, let's go on to the next one here. We have Merle Morrison. I hope I pronounced that kind of correct. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Another lady here. Oh, you have a Patreon also. Okay. Wait, let me switch here real quick and see what the second image is. In case she's wearing less there. No. Okay, they're all kind of the same thing, but the other ones are a little bit more zoomed out. Okay, cool. Wait, let me check. Let me check the Patreon real quick. What are you doing there? I have to see that. Ah, wow. And what? Oh, okay, interesting. Uh-huh. And then you do all these kind of images. Interesting. And that's working? That's interesting. Okay, cool. Well, I'm nice to see that that works for you. That's cool. That's a way to get some money and get your AI art out there. That's a good idea. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's the work. Yeah, and then you can like generate images for your for your community and stuff like that. Which is you might want to try that yourself if you have an idea. What you need for that is a certain concept. So you need to sit down and think, what do I want to do, and then stay consistent with that. So not do today I do, I don't know, cyberpunk, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do flowers in the garden or something like that, because that's not like you have to think like, okay, like if you're a restaurant, you can't do pizza this week and sushi next week. That doesn't work. You want to build up a customer base that is interested in just a certain thing, and then you deliver that certain thing over a long time, over the next years, right? I'm not talking to Merle right now because you already built that for yourself. I'm talking for everybody who wants to try that. And the benefit of that is also building a community around your ideas, and what you do takes out the competition, because the people are interested in you, and you don't need to compete with every single image to other people out there. Like, for example, if you would upload the same thing to a stock page, you are in competition with millions of other pictures. But if you build your own community, the only problem you have is how many people join or leave the community, but they only see the content you create because you are the main focus of that. There's nobody else in there, right? So that's a very good concept to have, right? And then you can have a different monetary concepts to say, okay, let's say you get 5 pictures for free, and then if you want to have more, if you want to have the full set of 30 pictures, you have to pay this and that much, right? Or you get my LoRa that costs this much. I do an online course, it does this much. I do one-on-one sessions, it costs this much. So you can do all kinds of different schemes of upselling and cross-selling and all kinds of different things, right? So that's a good idea. You can try that, right? Yeah, build a brand around what you're doing. And the better you get, because you're doing it all the time, and the more you have your own tools and things you're doing, like your own trained LoRa's, your own trained models, your own compositions from model bashing, photo bashing, from the control net models you're using for the 3D input that you're using to create these images, it gets so specialized and so high quality that other people just simply can't copy it because they don't have access to the stuff that you created for yourself. And then at that point it becomes proprietary, right? If you just use a model publicly, like you just create images with ref animated like everybody else can through the prompt, it's not something special. But if you start to invest some time and research and build your own tools, then it's becoming something other people cannot copy, right? So that might be a good thing. Yeah, it's a very nice image, pretty cool. You see that there's a lot of effort in there. All of the details are very sharp and nice and detailed. It's also consistent in the different elements of the image, so that's pretty nice, right? And this is something you don't have in the just random everyday image, right? There's always something off, or maybe the water in the background is kind of strange or not so nice, and here everything like nicely flows together, has a nice composition. The energy is fitting, like the hair is floating and the water is floating, so everything, it has some artistic concept behind that, right? And that makes it more than just AI art, right? And that is the point where you have something you might be able to sell to people, right? So yeah, you can try that if you want to. Try it, absolutely. I would suggest to everybody, if this is some passion of you to create AI art and do some business with that, try Patreon or try Gumroad or something like that, because it's free to sign up. You don't lose anything, and you do AI anyway. So if you think you can find a crowd for your product, try it out. It costs you absolutely nothing. Maybe you get lucky and you get big, and maybe you don't get lucky and nothing happens, but then you didn't really lose anything, right? So absolutely try it out. I would absolutely suggest that to you. Yeah, the glowing gam is nice too, right? And yeah, especially if you have some artistic skill on top of that, you can do some amazing stuff. If you don't have artistic skill, just go to pages where you find artistic skill. Like my favorite one is Pinterest, and there you can just like find all kinds of crazy projects. You just search for that, and then yeah, you can just find a lot of different ideas and brainstorm. There's a lot of AI art on there, which is a little bit of a problem now, because this kind of lowers the quality because people just upload any kind of thing. But you can still find a lot of interesting, good stuff on there too, right? Yeah, especially when you search for it, especially when you search for art. The problem with AI art is that people don't classify it as AI art. And so you have to filter through all that stuff and figure out, is it actual art? Is it AI art or not? This, for example, might be actually an artwork. It might also be AI art. I don't know. I'm not 100%. The eyes look a little bit strange, so it might not actually be a drawing. But the good thing is, if you have this and you scroll down, you get similar things like that. And then, for example, this looks a lot more like it's an actual painting because the details are too complex. No, it is not. AI artist. Yeah, okay. There you see. I was already fooled in that. Yeah, if you look a little bit closer, the fishes are not actually fishes. So yeah, you have to spot that a little bit. It's getting a little bit more complex to find this on Pinterest specifically. Other pages might be better for that. There we go. Or you might want to search either for different terms or specifically for artists you want to look for. Let's look for this one, for example. No, the same stuff comes up. Is this? Ah, there we go. There we go. So there we have more. Oh, this actually works by him? They look kind of crappy. There we go. This is a little bit better, but not really. Ah, yeah, there we go. Like, for example, this work here. And you can see just from the composition and the idea. This is, I think, just a sketch because his finished images are much, much nicer. So this is just a sketch for that, but the composition and the idea and everything is very interesting. So to study these things a little bit and why they work and how they work gives you a lot of insight into how to make better images over time, right? Let's go to Google. It's the same one here. Does he have like better? He does really, really nice art, but this doesn't look finished. It looks like a sketch. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure right now. I don't know. He also has a YouTube channel, by the way, so you can check that out. And he has a Pinterest also, where you can also check out how to learn to do that kind of thing. He works a lot also with 3D models and such. Yeah. So this is maybe more like it, this kind of thing. Yeah, this is more detailed. Anyways, I'm sure in the future will be another AI which will be able to tell AI art from real art. I guess so. Yeah, there's some kind of testing thing. It would be good if people tag it, but I understand if they don't tag it as AI art. So, or if they had an AI filter here, so you see the actual things. It's a little bit easier, of course, if you look for photography, because then, yeah, you just get photography. It's not, we are not at a stage yet where you can actually do photography with AI. And the main reason for that is, like, for example, if you look at images like this subtle expression here and this subtle, all these kind of small details that make it, and this very exact pose and things, is something AI can't do yet. So we're still, photography is very much ahead still. You know, all these kind of different like little lines here and such is something that's a lot more difficult to do for AI. Or of course, face expressions like this one here, right? AI can't do good face expressions yet. So yeah, if you yeah, that's still something where it's kind of, yeah, like also this kind of perspective here is difficult to do with AI. So yeah, there's a lot of things still in different arts, things that can be only done with AI, with the actual medium so far, which was interesting for me, because I'm testing right now to do photography with AI by actually training models on models that I photograph, actual people that I photograph, and then try to create scenes. But it's not as satisfying and the quality is not as good as when you actually take the photos. But at the other hand, you can actually create photos that are a lot nicer and have different details in them, right? That, like, for example, the clothing and such that you couldn't do. I think I can show a sample image of what I'm doing. 1 second. Do we have something here? There we go. 1 second. I can open this up. I don't think that should be a problem because I already showed that in my video. So this is, I have photographed her in real life and then trained her face. And then we start to make different AI images with that. But at the same time, yeah, you can see here the hands don't work so much, but you can do these kind of scenes, which would be very complex to do as an actual photograph, especially because you have to get all the props first. You have to set up the light and everything. You have to create the background. So it's a lot more complex. But at the same time, the problem is with AI, you can't be specific enough about what you want to have and how it specifically should look. So you're still very limited, and you have to luck into the actual right solution here. Like, for example, you want to say, hey, I want to have a different kind of dress. I want to have different decorations here or such. If you want to be specific about that, that's a problem with AI. You can do images like this if you don't care about these details, but if you do care about them, also, as you can see here, the wings, they are not exactly the same. And also the problem here is with these wings, they look like wings, but they also look like clouds, and then down here they turn into clouds. And so you can render 100 images and try to find one where the wings actually look like feathers, down to the smaller detail, which they don't do here, or you do a lot of in-painting. But from my experience, I found that I don't actually really save time with this process. I can do more and I can do more complex stuff, but it still takes days, not only to train the model, but also to figure out the image I want to create with that, if I want to have something very specific, right? So that's, yeah, it's still a problem to do that. Anyways, enough about my babbling here. Let's go back to the images here. So that's pretty nice. I'm really happy for you that you find a community, that you build a community around that. I hope you have more success with that. Yeah, so there we go. Pretty cool. Oh, this is the one we have already seen. So here we have one from Okan. Let's see what this is. Another Civit AI image. It seems to be the new base for AI images, right? Let's see what this is. Oh, there we have kind of a goblin, I would say. He looks like the Green Goblin, but in red. There we go. AI is still a tool for help photography instead of replacing photography. I would say so too, yeah. It's also... the interesting thing is that it also can't create the specific body, because I was thinking, well, let's create the body and the scene, and then I put your actual face onto that, and then we add some other elements to that, and also that was not exactly working. However, if you're interested in this kind of thing, I have a very interesting video on my channel. One second. Let me find this real quick. AI photo. I did an interview with a photographer back in the day. Wait. Photo. I have to contact her, by the way. I wrote AO instead of AI. One second. Nope. Is it somewhere here? Ah, there we go. This one. And Nikki Harrison, she does amazing works. You see, like this? And this is an actual photo, and then the background is an AI image. Do we have... Oh, there we have some examples. This is her. And this is some example here where, for example, the girl is standing on the mushroom. Now, the girl is actually wearing this kind of dress, but then she's editing in like the light in the hand, and these kind of wings in the background are edited in from different other images. So this is built out of a lot of different layers. And then she also uses assets that are actually photograph details. Like here, for example, again, the person is photographed, but then the grass in the foreground and such, this is actual grass and different kind of foliage from different kind of foliage pages where you can find that kind of thing. And then the background again is rendered in 3D, right? So you can do a combination of these things, and that can be very interesting. So I actually have to contact her again to maybe do a project with her. And you can see this was back in the day when Midjourney wasn't even that good. This is like the version 3 or something. So the background by today's standard actually looks pretty crazy, but also like an old abstract painting. So historically it's interesting, but it's also funny that we see this as kind of history, even though it's like, how old is the video? It's like 9 months old, and still it's already like... It looks like a painting from the last century, right? So, but I would absolutely suggest to you to check out the video, because she's doing really, really cool stuff. And I have to contact her again, so maybe I can do a project together with her. That would be nice. Okay, sorry. Let's have a look here at this kind of goblin from Okan. Very nice details, nice with the cyberpunk city in the background. Also interesting perspective, a little bit looking upwards onto the giant goblin. Let's have a look here on the prompt. A menacing alien cyborg monster with glowing red eyes, sharp metallic claws, and an intimidating exoskeleton emerging from a shadow of a dystopian alien city. Menacing, glowing red eyes, sharp metallic claws, digital painting, cybernetic enhancements 1.2, art by Sid Meat or Matt, trending on ArtStation, dystopian atmosphere, industrial aesthetic 1.2, powerful presence, intricate dark. Is my head in the way? I could probably move my head to the other side. 1 second. Whoa, that was the window. 1 second, sorry. No. Let me move myself over here. There we go. Okay. All right then. No, I didn't want to do that. Sorry. There we go. Okay, YouTube friend. YouTube friend. That's an interesting username. He has a Twitter account. Is it also YouTube friend? No, it's not. Retropunk. What is this? Oh, it's a deforum video. Look at that. Pretty cool. There we go. Is this from... Oh no, this is all kinds of stuff. Just blasting through my Runway credits. Oh, this is Runway? Really? It's not deforum? Interesting. So Runway did become a lot better. Ah, nice. I should look into that again. Crazy. Look at that. So it looks like runway really has improved. Interesting. Huh. Nice. Pretty cool. Wow. So that is very impressive, I have to say. I didn't expect that runway has improved that much. Sorry, you can't see the full video, but I think you have seen it. So pretty cool. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Share new runway 2 update. Oh, is this the official video? Wait, is this from the runway account? Retropunk. No, it's not. Credits with some mid-journey to Gen 2 renders. Oh, so this uses an image input and then turns it into a video. Interesting. This is also why it looks so good, because it's based on a mid-journey image and then it's morphing it into an animation. Interesting. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for that. Mystic Tony. Nice usernames. Oh, there we have a little smoky guy. He already has no, wait a second. He has the vision in his eyes. There we go. Dreaming. Dreaming of a greener future. Nice glasses. I would like to have them. Pretty cool. Little bit 80s style, also vintage analog photography style. Very nice. Looks good. So yeah, that is pretty amazing. Let's have a look at the prompt here. Wide angle of a close-up photo portrait of a vintage street photography from the 1970s. Funk fashion, highly detailed photography, jungle, hyper detailed. There we go. 4020. Yeah, that's probably the resolution. 420 by 420. There we go. Yeah, the best resolution, as you know. Right, there we go. By the way, I like the skin here. Nice skin pores here and everything. It's pretty cool. I guess it kind of looks like Midjourney. What was the prompt like? The prompt looks like Stable Diffusion though, with the double round brackets here. That is not something you would do in Midjourney. Pretty cool. So thank you very much, Mystic Tony, for that image. Looks pretty cool. I like it. I like the reflection also. All right. AI Creator 1. Oh no, you already had. You already were on here. So let's do someone else. 1 second. Can do AI. Let's see what you're doing. Oh, before I scroll down, let me check. Oh, there's nothing to scroll down to. Okay, cool. Danger avoided. Wow, these details. Look at that face. I mean, if you have these, what are they called again? I can't remember the English word. German word is Sommersprossen, which is, I don't even know how to translate that. Summer. I don't even know. Freckles. Yeah, there we go. Freckles. By the way, is when you hear as an English-speaking person the word freckles. Does freckles sound a little bit icky, or does it sound okay as a word? Like just from the sound of it, because like freckles, it has this kind of bleh in it, right? From the sound, freckles. Is it not like a little bit icky from the way the word sounds? I like the look of it, but the word is a little bit like, I don't know, right? I like the Sommersprossen a lot more that we have in English. What is Sprossen? So in German it's summer sprouts, which for skin sprouts is also not so nice to say that. Summer sprouts, but summer is kind of nice, which is also, it makes sense because they come out more when you have sunshine on them. Summer shoots? Summer shoots. That also sounds a little bit strange. No, not saying too much, like just when you say it once. Yeah, freckles, right? It has this kind of, you know, it's sharp and pointy as a word. You know what I mean? Like, for example, if you have the word candy, it's a soft word, and freckles is a hard word, right? It has like these sharp edges to it. Or if you have the word, I don't know, pillow. Pillow is a nice soft word, right? And you have the word, like, for example, grinder is harder. Grinder, right? Pillow, nice and soft. Grinder, harder word, right? So yeah, it's a little bit I wish the word was nicer like that, right? But it's a very nice image, pretty cool. Very nice hair also, very short. Cool and very realistic image. I like that. But what I wanted to say is with freckles, you also get higher detail in the skin. So that can also be a trick. If you want to have higher details in the skin, more realistic skin, you might want to add a little bit of freckles, right? With a low weight, so there is just a couple of freckles there, but this also gives you a higher detail of the skin in general, right? The image is very nice. Yeah, absolutely. Also, the eyes look very good, right? All right, let's go to the next image. Chin Sai. No, we already had that. Kivo. I don't think we had Kivo. There we go. What does... Oh, there we have another image. Sorry, another video. Is this the guy from this music band, which I can't remember the name of? Doesn't matter. It looks nice though. Bathing guy, anime guy with blue hair. Oh, it's him. It's Kivo. He has the same kind of character in his avatar up here. Pretty interesting. Nice. So this is kind of zooming out. Kind of nice zooming out. Tweening effect is what it's called. Tweening is when you have different layers and they move at different speeds. So you have the it gives you the feeling of depth in the space, right? Yeah. Is any of you just starting out with Stable Diffusion? I don't know. Is German translates to spring diseases? Spring diseases? What? No, it doesn't. Afro Man 4 has this image. There's music. Ah, okay. Well, it's muted automatically. So let's go on for the next one. Let's... Oh, this is from the Colossus project. So Colossus project is by you, or what? Did you create that? So here we have the cat ear lady, or like, do you say Nico? Nico lady? Is that what it is? Nico? With the cat ears? Neko. I think it's Neko, right? Is Invoke better than Automatic 11 in terms of speed? It might be. Some people have told me that it renders faster. Comfy UI is also faster because Automatic 11.11 is a little bit bloated and also a little bit behind on the new standards and things like the new technology. So even flat diffusion is faster than Automatic 11.11. But the benefit that Automatic 11.11 has, it works with all kinds of extensions. So it's the most supported UI out there if you want to work with all kinds of things, or if you want to have the freedom to play around with different kind of extensions and build your workflow around that. So I would say for complexity, Automatic 11.11 is what you would use if you want to have the complexity but not dive too deep into how AI works and how to actually like create more complex workflows. So this is a good starting point to get deeper into AI. And then if you want to go even deeper, a lot deeper, you would use Comfy UI after that, because it can do... I think all of the things that Automatic 11.11 can do. I might be wrong about that, but you can build your own work processes in a very complex way and just dive a lot deeper and build automated, basically AI machines for your workflow, for your process. So that can be good, right? Comfy Box is great too. What is Comfy Box? I've never heard about that. Comfy Box. I really need to do a stage event on my Discord again. Comfy Box. Nope, that seems to be something different. GitHub. Oh, so this is a different like of node experience. It's like simplified or what? Interesting. I will check it out. Let me copy this over 1 second. There we go. Okay, cool. Where were we? Where? Let's close this and this and this and that and this 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 and this. Okay, now we have cleared up. Then this is also, and this is also gone. And yeah, we haven't looked at this yet. So we have here, I want to see if I'm right. Neko girl. Please don't show. Ah, there we go. Neko girl. Yeah, with the cat ears, this kind of thing. That's the thing. Yes. So I remember that correctly. All right, good. Cyberpunk full body epic photograph Nikon Z9 Fish Islands. Fish Islands? That didn't work. Okay. Mint green color grading familiar Tanzanian young woman fox ear sword bearer wearing suit designed by Dolce & Gabbana. What the hell? Sony A7 Actor Chrome. Okay. Neko is cat. Oh, I didn't know that. Neko is cat. Cool. Invoke is missing basic stuff now. Face restore, latent upscaling, infill, and other options. I don't know why they removed that stuff, to be honest. I'm also confused by that, because they say they're going to bring it back in the form of nodes, but only a small portion of the community is actually using nodes because it's a lot more complex. And then also because nodes are not out yet, I would have waited with removing these features until the nodes are actually ready to be used. So it's right now it's in an in-between stage, but as far as I have heard, they are trying to bring out a lot more updates a lot sooner now. So this will be updated pretty soon, I guess. And you can also like go into the Discord and say, hey, please add this and this and this back into the UI, because I don't want to use nodes, or I need this kind of workflow or stuff like that, right? Yeah. So you're using a what? It uses ComfyUI in the background. Ah, ComfyBox is using a ComfyUI in the background. But if ComfyBox is using ComfyUI in the background, why not just use ComfyUI at that point? What's the benefit here? Will you be making a video on using Stable Diffusion with cloud GPUs? Maybe. I'm thinking about it because I'm looking into buying some credits for Google Colab and checking out some stuff there, because often new projects have a Google Colab project, so at least I can make a video about it without spending hours and upon hours to trying to install it on my computer. So because of that, I might do some more of these videos in the future, right? Yeah. There we go. But it's not gonna be I don't unless the videos do exceptionally well, I don't think it's gonna be a main thing because I'm not using it myself very much. So yeah. Okay, let's see. This is from Kruger. Oh, there we go. We have kind of a 3D model here. Very nice, with a spaceship house kind of thing. Interesting. Looks like a plastic model, so that's kind of cool. Let's see what the prompt is. In this imaginative diorama inspired by the style of Chris Voss, a sprawling futuristic landscape stretches out before the viewer. The scene is set in a distant alien world. This looks a lot like ChatGPT again, with vast expanse of rock terrain, punctual. Is it really good to write these long prompts? Especially with Stable Diffusion, you have this kind of you have a limit on how many tokens you can use, and you should use ideally under 75 tokens. So if you write such a long text, you get a lot more tokens, and you are basically you are putting them onto words who don't actually do anything for the UI. Like for example, here you have the, you have the, you have is a, you have all these kind of things, right? There's another is a, there's off. There's an end here, there's a with here, all these kind of things. It's all these kind of things that add extra words to the prompt but don't actually help the AI to create things. So I'm not quite sure if this is good or bad for the AI output, right? If you wouldn't actually get a nicer result if you don't have all of that in there, right? And also, why is it such a long story? Why is it like a whole like novel here? This is a really, really long kind of thing. Long prompts, unpredictable what exactly the outcome is. Yeah, I would say so too, right? We could actually, let's take this, put it into the ChatGPT. Oh, come on. 1 second. Give me a moment here. How long is the stream, by the way? Oh, it's almost 2 hours. Okay. No, that's, oh, okay, that's actually good. Ah, right. Okay, next, done. Okay, good. So let's have a look here. Okay, write this in a short version and remove all words like the, in, its, sorry, it's, with, of, and such. Okay, let's see what we get from that. Holy shit, this is a long text. There we go. Let's put this in here. It might not work at all, but maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe we do a square image now. Let's see. Oh, we are an image to image. Sorry. This is actually wrong. Square. Yeah, that's good. Let's see what we get from this. Oh, we have realistic vision. Let's use deliberate maybe. Might get some better result. And let's use here Euler ancestral. 25 steps. 7 is okay, I think. The LoRa, we can remove that. And then the clip skip. Does deliberate have a clip skip? I don't remember. Let's let it at 2. I don't know. Let's see what we get from that. It might look a lot worse because I haven't experimented with the model this needs or anything. Is it? Ah, there we go. Okay, it's gonna be a lot worse. I mean, it's not too bad. It's kind of like this diorama kind of. We would probably have to write here 3D model on a what is it? Platform on a of let's try this again. There we go. But we're getting something very, very different, of course. It looks very crazy. It looks very strange. So yeah. Ooh, look there. We're getting something nice. Yeah, but it's completely different, of course. Floating. Yeah, has some interesting parts in there. Evoking wonder and limitless possibilities. Oh, by the way, let's use the original prompt and see what we get from that. Now I'll be super surprised if we get something really cool with this very long prompt, but you never know, you know? Well, not too bad. It has nothing to do with the diorama thing or the house or anything, but it has created some nice landscape. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's very much all over the place. There we go. Interesting. Wait, let me try one more thing. 3D model of a futuristic spaceship. Plastic. Deo. Oh, it didn't remove the rest? Oh, okay. 1 second. Let me try this real quick. Ah, okay. Plastic tray. Highly detailed. No. What kind of clip skip? Oh, let's go here with 0. Ah. No. "3D resin print model." Huh, interesting. Dream Shaper. One more. Come on, come on. Not too bad. It doesn't look realistic at all. We need to do some more adjustments here, but maybe we have to remove this here. Or let's go here with easy negative. What else do we have here? Bad prompt version. Let's try this. I mean, it's getting closer though. It's getting closer. Needs some more experimentation. And also I don't know what kind of model I would use for that right now. That's pretty cool. Let me try one more thing here real quick with a white photo. Oh, this is... Oh. Sorry for that. There we go. Starting to look better, right? Starting to look more like an actual model here, but I need to experiment more with the prompt and to see what to put in there. Let's upscale this a little bit here. No. What just happened? I think I found a bug. Okay. This is Invoke AI. You can download it, you can install it locally. Wait, this has a lot less details. Let's reduce this here. Let's see. Nah, didn't really improve anything. Nah. Not so great. It's kind of cool though, but it's not so great. I would have to experiment a little bit more. But for the amount of time, it's pretty cool. Okay, cool. So thank you very much for this one here. Nice shine here on the reflective surface. So that's pretty cool. Is this maybe SDXL? Because that is SDXL is pretty good with shininess of the surface, right? So yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, I just saw something. Deep fried. I want to try that. Deep fried. If that does anything to improve it. Let's use the same seed. Does it look better if I write deep fried? Wow. High resolution now. Okay. So you can actually render images right away in high resolution. Why is it completely different now when I write deep fried? Does it use the same prompt? It should use the same. Wait, let me remove that real quick. Why is it so different now? That is kind of strange, huh? Wait, is it going to be different again when I click again? Let's do this. Use all. Okay, now it's doing the same thing. Let me check this here real quick. Deep fried, yeah, deep fried. Oh, interesting. It does have an impact. Interesting. Let me try this real quick. Kind of worse though. I like that one. I think you write metallic differently. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting sucked into this. I need to stop that and go back to your images. Experiment with little prompt snippets. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm getting sucked into trying to figure out how to improve this and stuff. By the way, one thing you can do here if you want to is you go here, for example, to posts. I don't know if I have the filter on though. Let me switch this over real quick. 1 second. Images. Yes, to images. Ah. I cannot search for images? What is this? 1 second. Spaceship. How do I search Civil AI for images? I can go here for tags and it says here 2600 images spaceship. And how do I see them? When I click on that, it loads these kind of models here. I can't see the images. How does it work exactly? What would I do to see the images instead of the models? There's nothing here. There's nothing here. This is also not it. So how do I see them? Hit enter. If I hit enter, it goes to just the models. If I hit enter, oh, no. If I click here, now it has every image, not just the spaceship images. So it doesn't work, right? Make a post, view more. So how do I search that? Click on tags. Yeah, but where do I see the tags? View categories. Oh, wait. How are these categories? There's no name, nothing. Spaceship. Tags. So that we are back at the models. This is shit. How do you use this? I mean, it's good for the model search. It's like crazy bad for actually searching for images. There has to be some way, right? Now I can't even click enter. And when I click here, it shows me any kind of stuff. I mean, wait a second. We could maybe go in here and then click on an image and then click on a tag here. Aircraft. But it doesn't have a tag for spaceship though. And now we are back to just any kind of image. Is it broken? Does it not work? What kind of stuff is this here? Windmill outdoors. Bonfire flame. How does it have bonfire as a tag? Aircraft transportation, spaceship, there we have it. Yeah, maybe this is it. It's not great though. The result is not great. And this might be only with that kind of model. I don't know. Mouse scroll down, then left click. Downs. Why? Where would I mouse scroll down to what? Spaceship. And so these are all models, so this is not what I want. There's nothing here for images. I can choose tags, which doesn't help. I have to type it in again. No, and now it doesn't work at all. Keyword search. No, doesn't work at all. Users, models. Spaceship. Tags. It worked a second ago, you saw it, and now it doesn't work. I have no idea what's going on here right now. It's messy, yeah. Google Civet AI spaceship. If I Google Civet AI spaceship, it's giving me the model again. It's not giving me any images. But I mean, maybe we can look here. It has no information. What? Who uploads something without information? Oh, slick lines, sharp edges, metallic material, co-plot. Sci-fi, smooth, spaceship, AI. Okay, well. So that didn't work. What do we have here? Cinematic anime, blah blah blah. Ultra detailed, best detailed, blah 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 blah. Symmetrical, retro spaceship, antenna spaceship. Spherical design. White hull flying over landscape. There's nothing in there that's very specific though. No humans. Unreal Engine. Octane render, limited palette, flat color. Digital painting, art station. There's a lot of information here. Okay, never mind. Let me try this one again with ref animated. Let's see if this saves the day. Ref animated is always the kind of save the day thing here. I would be surprised if we now get a super good image. Oh, not so great. Okay, diorama. Maybe we remove this diorama thing here. Metallic, white, and gold. 8K highly detailed, reflective, shiny plastic surface. Reflective, shiny plastic surface. Reflective surface symmetrical. Ooh, 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 oh, oh. It's a little bit better. Okay. Spaceship. Ah, we're getting closer. Okay. Oh, it's now it's looking like a yeah, normal. Okay, that's not good. Wait. Blade Runner? Let's see what this does. And then we go back to images, I swear. Hey, we're getting closer. One more. Cockpit. Oh, glass. Ah, we're back to the modern fighter. Oh, we don't have random seed, by the way. Let's try random seed here. We're getting much closer. Ooh, in a hangar. Look at that. Nice. Interesting. The problem with sci-fi is that, of course, the AI doesn't know how sci-fi stuff looks like, right? So it can't really give you something unless you maybe have a reference to how it should look like. But it has some pretty cool stuff in there, and we have nice surfaces now also. I wonder what Midjourney is doing with the same stuff. 1 second. Sorry, I'm like in testing mode right now, as you can see. Sorry for that. Let me just do this real quick. (16:9). Okay, let's see. How do I put Discord in streaming mode manually? I wish they had a key somewhere to do that. I will open it up in the browser, though. Without the same prompt and seed, how would you get the same image again if you have a different prompt and seed? That's like saying you don't get the same book again if you use different words. How would you get the same book again with different words? It's still rendering. 1 second. I'm in testing mode. I don't know if I come back from that, but we will go back to your images in 1 second. Midjourney is just like, mwah. It's very random. You don't have much control over it, but if you put something in, the result is just like, baby. There we go. Let me open this up in the browser, and then we can look at it. And I could actually use this as an input, which we could try next. Oh man, you have lost me. You have lost me, my friends. I'm down the rabbit hole. There we go. These are the images that Midjourney has created. Pretty cool. Pretty nice stuff. Look at that. Very, very cool. That is what I'm talking about. Very, very nice designs. Look at this design here. It's not perfect because probably the prompt is also not so perfect. It could be better. But we're going to put this in here for image-to-image render and see what we get from that. make it a higher resolution now. This is completely broken now. For some reason, it's not doing anything. I will just type it myself. There we go. Ref animated? No, let's use something else. Maybe Reliberate. Let's give Reliberate a shot here. Let's see what we get from that. Oh, we have the denoise set too low. Okay. Are you sometimes streaming on Twitch? Not really. Actually, Twitch contacted me if I want to be one of their AI streamers, and they onboard me. But to be honest, Twitch has been so bad to the big YouTubers and the big Twitch streamers. Like, for example, they banned Dr. Disrespect, that I said I don't want to work with you, because it's just like, if you're that kind of aggressive and just outright ban people for days or weeks or completely just because they did something you don't even tell them about, and you have all kinds of crazy rules, and then you also want to have half of their money, which is kind of crazy, which of course YouTube also does. They take half of your money, what you earn with ads. But the difference is the ads are paid by the corporations, but the donations are paid by the users. And taking half of the money of what the users pay you as a donation to you specifically is not something where Twitch should take half of that money. That is just outright evil. So I would not want to do anything with Twitch, because it's not a company I agree with. They have been good in the past, and now they have turned into just like a company I have no interest in. So yeah, and that's just how they treat people. So I guess a lot of people will come over to YouTube to stream there. You see more and more big streamers starting on YouTube. YouTube is not great from the services they have. They have to build up a lot of tools and like be better at the things they offer. For example, right now you stream on a specific link. So if this stream dies and I go back online in 5 minutes because I fixed the stream, it's going to be under a different link, which is absolute nonsense. It has to be under the same link so people can then join back, and it's still the same chat and it's still the same thing. But right now they don't have that. They don't have the community tools. They don't have the moderation tools. They don't have the interactive tools. So YouTube is missing a lot of the tools that are good for streamers, but I'm not a full-time streamer, so that is not my problem at the moment. But yeah, YouTube is also nicer to the community, to their creators. I think they give you a lot more attention, and I don't know, they care more about the community they have, right? So this is kind of cool. It could be nicer though. It could be better. Is this on a random seed right now? I think it is. Let's try a different model though. Let's try, for example, let's give realistic vision a shot. Yeah, so I don't know. I just didn't like Twitch. Also, Twitch has an exclusive contract. If you are a Twitch streamer, you're not allowed to stream on other platforms, which again, I find super arrogant from them and selfish and like just oriented. They just think about what is best for them, not what is best for the creators. And that is not a place where you want to be as a creator when the company puts themselves first. So this is another thing where I say I just don't have an interest to work with you, because if I have to be exclusive on your platform and then you take half of my money, why would I do that, right? Why would I do that? If I can build my own platform with that kind of money, and not me specifically, but if I'm a big streamer, I could build you can build your own platform with that money. Like the big streamers, they earn millions and millions of dollars. So why would they need Twitch, right? I think that the big streamers should come together and build their own platform. This actually looks pretty good now. I guess Photon is pretty good for that, right? Although, like I said, this is image to image now. Let's go to 0.75 real quick, and then we go back to your images. Sorry, I really got sucked into this right now. Yeah, so I don't know. Not a fan of Twitch. I was in the past, but I'm not anymore. Okay, that's again not looking so great. So there has to be some more experimentation. But the result from Midjourney itself is pretty amazing. Looks very nice. Although the details don't add up, but again, this is a prompt thing. You can certainly get a lot better results from that. Okay. Let's go back to your images and the amazing art that you are creating. Let's see what you're doing. The next is by Odrms. Let's see what you're doing. Wait, I think I clicked on the wrong link. Civit AI. Why is everybody in Civit AI right now? Yeah, thank you very much for agreeing, Sebastian. When they would do something for DJs so that we could use normal music without getting bashed, also would switch to YouTube. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, with the music banning, that's a problem. Your link doesn't work for some reason. I don't know what's going on. So sorry for that. That kind of... Oh, wait a second. I will delete this part here, and then it's probably working. Nope. One more try. Nope. Nope. One more try. No, maybe you have to delete it in the meantime. I don't know. Okay, let's go here to the next one by Chinzai with the cute cat. Very nice, very photorealistic. It has 6 paws. This is an off-road, all-terrain cat. This cat can go crazy. There we go. Pretty cute though. Very nice face, very nice hair. Pretty fluffy. Fluffy cat. There we go. Go to Kick, you can do anything. No, Kick is the devil of online media. Don't go to Kick. Don't watch Kick. Sorry, I'm probably getting banned if I say that. You can go to Kick if you want to. It might be nice for you, but I don't want to promote that. Because they are funded by casinos. They are funded by, what is it called? Luck games? No, what is it called? Like gambling. They are funded by gambling, which is an addiction. So that's not something that's I would personally want to support. Okay, anyways, this is pretty cool. Very nice. You don't see too many dark images like that with this kind of specifically combination of highlights, shiny, bright highlights, and then a dark scene. And it looks very nice, very interesting, a little bit cyberpunkish, Ghost in a Shell kind of cyborg, humanoid cyborg kind of thing. I say that because of these like harsh edges here that look a little bit robotic, and the eye is glowing. Might not be that, and then you have some kind of octopus arms in the background. So I don't know. Autocorrects my inputs. Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. By the way, if you say with DJs, how does it work with the DJs? They put their mixes on YouTube, because I always wonder that how that works. There is like a lot of DJs on YouTube who have very successful images. Surprise mechanics. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Like the loot boxes and such. It's kind of also gambling, but they use a legal gray zone, and this is why it's allowed, because you don't win money, you win digital goods, which are kind of also a worth, but it's not accepted right now as an actual worth, a monetary worth. So this is not seen as gambling. It's in the gray zone of you win something, but it's not, you don't win money, and because of that, it's you can do it inside of a game, which I find is just a stupid excuse. On the other side, I kind of like loot boxes myself, because it's a nice surprise always. And I don't know, it's inside of a game, you get a skin. I'm not worried about that, but at the same time, it can be problematic for people with gambling addiction. It can like actually get it then started into gambling addiction, so that for them it's probably a big problem, right? Especially then when you can sell the stuff like the CSGO skins. Like Steam should just close that down. I don't know why they do it. They should not have CSGO skins. because they know what harm they are doing and they don't care even a little bit about that. That is very strange that they do that. There's another one from the same person. Wait, have we seen this one? What was that? Oh, we haven't seen that one. Wait, what did I skip over? Did I skip over multiple images now? What is this? Oh, that's the cat. Okay, cool. So we skipped maybe over one image. This is from Corvus Corpus. Corvus Corpus has done this one, which is a very nice image. Wait, is this from the same guy? Because it has the same frame around it. Oh, he has two images here. So this is probably the Dark Lady then. No, wait a second. Let me close all of that down. Is this the Dark Lady? What is going on right now? Is this the Dark Lady? No, this can't be. Ah, okay, this is from the same user. So we have seen that image. I haven't read the prompts in a while, by the way. Sorry for that. The next one is from Yura. Yura? I don't know. Can't wait till AI can give us full animation. Yeah, that's true. Wow, look at this image here. She's like a woman, very nice woman, wearing basically the universe as a dress. Look at that down here. That is very nice. Wow, I like that. Wow, pretty cool. She's kind of the goddess of space. Maybe goddess of space and time. There we go. Look at that. Wow. That's a very, very nice scene. Pretty cool. That is a great idea, to have the universe turn into a dress down there. That is pretty cool. I like that. And I also like the details. I wonder if you did out painting or maybe in painting to get these face details. Probably more in painting, because the face is very nice and then the hands are not so good. So this looks like this was a high resolution in paint, and then here not. But yeah, very, very nice idea. Very, very nice image. Yeah. There we go. Pretty cool idea. This is from Yuri. There we go. There's another one from Corvus. There's one from Paulo Pavoa. Did we already look at that? No, I don't think so. Oh, there's more. Holy shit. Okay. There we go. Hey! This looks like ComfyUI. I'm pretty sure about that. Now, this is another thing you can do with ComfyUI. I mean, you can also do it with other tools in the form of outpainting. But what ComfyUI can do is that you, again, render these parts of images separately, and then afterwards they are being combined in the last render step into one full image. And so that means that each of these image parts can have a different prompt, different settings, even if you want a different model, which probably doesn't make too much sense. But yeah, and then you render all of that together into one big scene, and this is why you have this nice planet up here with the space, and you scroll down, it turns into a landscape with some water, and then it turns into a beach with this kind of grassy foreground. This very much looks like what you can do with ComfyUI. So yeah, look into that. I actually also have a video about that. These kind of latent image tricks. But yeah, what did I say? I didn't say automatic 1111. What did I say? ControlNet? Oh yeah, no, with automatic 1111. Yeah, not with ControlNet, with automatic 1111. Yeah. Sorry, misspoke there. All right. Chinsei we already had. We already had this guy here. Dim Sons. I don't know. This sounds very... No, we didn't have anything from him yet. So let's click on that. Ooh, there we go. Asian style ink painting. Very cool. What's the stream time, by the way? Oh, holy crap. We have 2 minutes and 2 hours, 40 minutes. So we might get to a closing soon. But that is a very cool image. Look at these very nice details. And the ink splotches here in the background. The hands are also very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit too many fingers, but that's okay. Very nice. Look at these nice big brush strokes here. Wow, very cool. So it's going from a It's going from a very, like, pretty much detailed ink painting into a very rough ink painting down here with these brush strokes. Very nice technique. Very interesting. Thank you much. Thank you very much for that. Is this also using a special model? Oh, is this with Ref Animated? Really? That is crazy. Wow. Ah, and then the Laura Chinese ink style version 1. Okay, cool. So this is using ink style Laura for that. Oh, look at that, the lion in the clouds. That is cute. That is very nice. And also sunset, a pink sunset lion. Very, very nice. Okay, cool. That is very good. Like that. Okay, let's click here on this one, and then we're gonna close pretty soon. This kind of looks very familiar. Probably because I have already also done a lot of these pink-haired cyborg girls, but it's very nice. Nice quality. It looks from the model like Ref Animated. Sorry, Realistic Vision, but it might also be a different one. Maybe deliberate could also be because of the face, how the face looks. Maybe it's not Realistic Vision because of how the face looks in this case here. Was that animated on Playground AI? Really? It was on Playground AI? That's interesting. Aha, interesting. I mean, not this image. I guess the image that we have seen before. Does this say anything about photograph? No, it doesn't say anything about the model. But I would suggest this is maybe deliberate. Not quite sure. Does it say anything in here? No. To release tomorrow worldwide, Barbie. Oh, it's about Barbie. Interesting. Okay. Anyways. Ooh, nice. Look at her with the flying red skirt and the fire in the pool. Interesting. Nice scene. Also nice details. Very realistic. Not realistic, but you know, like detailed. Let's say it like this. Very nice detailed digital painting style. Wow. Look at how nice the skirt is flying with all these kind of different waves here in the fabric. Very nice. Pretty cool. Yeah, really cool. By the way, another thing you can often see with digital painting models is because digital painting is often idealized, the body is longer than it usually would be, because usually I think a body has the height of 7 times your head or 8 times. I'm not quite sure. And then in painting, you often add an additional head to make the legs longer to have this kind of superhuman feeling. And this is often also what is different between a digital painting trained model and a photo trained model, is that in a photo trained model the bodies actually have the right dimensions, and in digital painting they are a little bit like longer, a little bit superhuman, a little bit stretched out. Yeah, so you can also see here that the legs and the upper body, everything in comparison to the head is pretty long. But also this can lead to the image looking a lot more elegant and dynamic because you have this kind of extra space to play with, right? So, yeah. All right. Anyways, we have a lot more images. Not too many more images, by the way. Okay, let's just go over some more. Did we have Scotty already? Let's click on this here. Scotty 0. No. Okay, let's go over these last images. Wait. Was this the one with the dancing woman? Yes. Okay, so we have a couple more images. Let's do this a little bit quicker, maybe. Oh, look at this here. Full resolution, 8 megabit down. Oh, God. Oh, there we go. We have already downloaded it. Wow. Okay, nice. Oh, this is the prompt I did before. Ah, okay. So this is this thing we did before in Invoke, right? If you remember that. This one, the image that we did here. Let me see, open a new tab. So this is the image I created. This is actually the low resolution. Didn't we upscale that? I thought we did. Ah, maybe not with this one. Okay. Should we upscale it real quick? let's do that real quick. Send it to image, and then I want to flip it, and then this is now, oh yeah, I remember the model though. Oh, it doesn't have the same prompt. Wait, use all? Okay, now it does. And now we need to upscale this. There we go. 1024. Yeah, let's upscale this real quick and see what we get from that. Trying to figure out how to make visualization, animations, art. I want to make someone fall too. What? I don't know what that means. Oh, it's changing the image because the denoise is so high. 1 second. Let's do it again. At the meantime, we can look at the image here. No, sorry, not this image, not this. Here we go. Very nice. Very nice. I think this is the prompt we used before. It looks very similar to what we created before. Like the details. Nice skin here. The nice details in the hair. So that is very, very cool. Thank you very much for that. Let's go to the next one so we can show everybody else who's at it. Oh, look at this. Wow, nice details. Also very correct details. Is this done with Midjourney maybe? Look at that. Wow. Look at the chair is pretty much correct. The bed is good with the blanket here. The pillows are each one pillow. That is pretty good. The legs of the bed are on the ground. There's a nice shadow back there. And then we have this stone cave. I would actually love to sleep like that. Maybe minus this kind of open thing where I can't actually see what's coming from above. That's a little bit scary that you can't look outside, but the rest of it looks pretty cool. That looks very cozy and nice. I would love to live like that. Very, very cool. Okay, thank you very much. Volta, My AI Creations. I kind of feel like we have already seen that name today. No, this is another name. Okay, so let's click on this. TikTok, is it a video? It has music, sorry. Let's not do that. Also, it's like multiple images. So one image is the thing. DJ Dark. Let's see, DJ Dark. It's downloading something. Okay, let's download this. I think a PNG shouldn't be too... Oh, wow, look at this. Crazy. Look at that image here. I'm using Invoke because version 3 just came out. That's also the last video I made on my channel. So that's the main reason why I'm using Invoke in this video, is because they just released version 3. And so we could play around with that a little bit and show some more of the tools it has and such like that. Right. Pretty nice. The hand is not great, but that's a general problem. Also, the cat paws are pretty strange here. But I like that it's kind of a cat-bird mix. The arm is also kind of bent here in a very strange angle. So there is some room for improvement, but it's still pretty cool. You might try to find an image, or maybe use an open pose editor to adjust the pose, and then use open pose to get a better pose like that. And another thing you can do is to use the bashing, image bashing, or model bashing, map bashing for ControlNet, which you can find on my channel. If you search for map bashing on my channel, you can find a nice video where I show you how to do that specifically. And you can also find an image for image bashing. You can also look at that up on my channel. That image was only an accident. Yeah, it looks pretty cool though. That's very, very nice. Pretty cool. There we go. Let's go for the next one here. Scooty Zero. Another Civet AI. Why is everybody uploading to Civet AI? I mean, it's cool because it then has more of these prompts and everything in there. Wow. So the way I see it, she's holding a gun, and the gun is coming very close to the camera. The 2D effect of that is kind of being a little bit problematic here, because this kind of also could look like just a disk or like a planet or something like that, a space station. But if you look back in the image here, you see that she's holding that kind of thing, and this is kind of a gun or a rocket launcher or whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Also, how she's standing, very dynamic. I wonder if this has been using ControlNet or image-to-image render to get this kind of dynamic pose and this extreme perspective, because usually this isn't something that AI is creating on its own. Map bashing is basically the same thing as image bashing. The only difference is that you use ControlNet maps, like for example the soft edge and stuff like that, to use it as an input. The benefit of that is it's just has removed all of the information, so you have more freedom afterwards with the prompting, while image to image is very much based on what is already in the image. So you're more limited. I think Odrums we already had, but yeah, it's just 2 more links, so it's not a problem. I might be wrong if we didn't have that. Black Rock Shooter? What is Black Rock Shooter? Oh wow, that's a nice scene. Look at the reflection down here with the water and everything. That is pretty cool. Very nice. Wow. There we go. Okay. That is pretty cool. Like the details. Can we zoom in here? Maybe let's go here. Aha, there we go. Wow, look at these nice details here. So a little bit of errors here, of course, but well, that's AI for you. And this is done with Stable Diffusion, because I thought maybe this could also be like an zoom out of with Midjourney, you know. But yeah, pretty cool. Very, very nice image. Nice composition also. Whoa, okay, that's pretty high resolution. And when you zoom out more, it's better. These details here are not so nice, but AI has problems with generating these kind of details in general, so that's not a problem. All right, and here we have the last image for today. What is that? Oh, there we have the burning castle. Also very nice. With a reflection in the foreground. Pretty cool. And there's even a guy sitting down here looking at the burning flames. Wow, nice. So this is, the building is turning into kind of a city up here. So it's interesting. And then we have more buildings here in the background. Pretty cool. Yeah, interesting. Thank you very much for all the entries. Cat looks a lot like a familiar. Interesting. There we go. All right, my friends. 1 second. Don't leave yet. Let's go like this. Let me switch over to YouTube real quick, because as always, as you know, multi4G, I'm doing a game stream after this stream. So in like about 10 minutes or something. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to play today. It might be Warzone or it might be Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, but we will see. So you can join me there if you want in about 10 or 15 minutes, because I need to switch my equipment around and everything. But yeah, that would be nice if you want to. Thank you for all the amazing entries today. It was interesting to look into Invoke and the updates and the changes they did and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to see what they do with the nodes, how good that is going to be, and if it's going to be better as Comfy UI. I think this is going to be the biggest competition to see if they can find a solution where people would rather go for their solution rather than Comfy UI. And that's a pretty hard competition, because Comfy UI is already much further along the way and already people know how to use it. But it's the question is not who is first to the market, but who is best to the market. So if they find a good solution that actually works, and one thing that might be good here is the easy way to code these nodes to build your own nodes. It might still bring them on the top, you know, being the main node-based UI tool. But let's see. Also, the question is how well this integrates into other tools. That's also a big question. Like, does it have an API? Does it work with Blender? Does it work with Photoshop? Does it work with Affinity Photo? All these kind of different tools out there to create all these kind of things and have it run in the background. there's a lot of questions we have to see, right? So yeah, but there's a lot of potential in there, a lot of cool things they did. And they are very passionate about the project too. So let's see where this goes in the future. And see you in 15 minutes on the other channel for some gaming, right? Okay, my friends. Thank you very much. Thank you for everybody who joined me tonight, and see you probably tomorrow for another tutorial on my main channel. And then also next week, I'm absolutely 100% sure gonna do another stage event on my Discord where you can also present things and we can talk live with each other on the stage event. And also the workshop is coming sometime soon. I have to work a little bit more on the script of what I want to do, and then I'm going to shoot that out to you on my community page, and you can join and we will see where this is going. Okay, thank you very much, and see you soon, my friends. Bye.